Your life won't change until you do. So it's up to you to put in the work. It's up to you to stop being complacent. It's up to you to stop feeding into the mediocre people around you. It's up to you. Your life, see, we all was born in this life to do something, and most people don't struggle with that because they just don't believe in themselves. But you gotta believe in yourself first, for then other people go believe in you. Because at the end of the day, if you really think about it, you was born here to do what the fuck you want to do. You wasn't born here to get controlled. You wasn't here to really just live. I don't know. Um, let's just give a huge. I'm gonna give you an analogy right here. See, a lot of people have parents and they tell them what to do. They tell them where to go to college. They tell them to do all these things, but you gotta move the needle forward. You gotta make sure what's the best decision for you. You can't let other people control what you want to do, because at the end of the day, it's not their life, it's your life. So do what the fuck you want to do. It's like when you an entrepreneur, they can people can't tell you what to do because you're your own boss. You say what you want to say. Whereas um a 9 to 5 worker, and I don't shit on 9 to 5 workers because you gotta get it by any means necessary. And but you gotta not stay complacent in that job. That's why you gotta use that 9 to 5 to fund your dream. You can't just stay there your whole life, because this is a 9 to 5 is only gonna give you a guaranteed cap, and a guaranteed cap will never. It will just give you a life that you're controlled in, and when you're controlled, it's like you stay complacent. You When you get home, you'll be like, "Oh, I'm tired. I already got my money. I already, you know." But when you are entrepreneur, you get a certain amount, or I'm when you get a certain amount, but you still want more. You still want to keep putting in the work. You still want to post videos. You still want to get some more paid. So, what is we doing to move the needle forward? You could work the 9 to 5, but what you doing after the 5 to 9? That's where the real work is put in. That's where the real grind starts. The 9 to 5 just to set your dreams up, because you gotta get you can't just quit your job and say, oh, I'm gonna do my dream. Nah, you gotta get the cash. You gotta put in the work after for you could fund your dream. See, a lot of people be like, "Oh, I'm gonna just quit my job and nah, bro. How you gonna quit your job and you can't fund your dream? How is you gonna fund your dream if you got nothing to show?" So make sure, yes, like I said, you fund your dream with that 9 to 5 for your 5 to 9. And once that 5 to 9 becomes your full time job, that's where you take over. That's when you don't. And once you take over, you can't get complacent. You can't be like, oh, I can't do. It's like when you have let's just see. It's like when you're doing sales and you stop doing sales. Of course, you're not gonna get commission anymore because you ain't doing the sales no more. You ain't putting the work. So it's like when you have your own business and you get to a certain point and people get comfortable. Why is you getting comfortable when you gotta put your foot in the gas even more? That's where you should really start putting in the real work. And like I said, your life is what you want. It's not what other people want. It's like I have control of my life, and I will never play the victim because I'm not in a certain place, because I'm not in a certain because I don't got the certain thing. I will never do that because I know how to get it by any means necessary. See, I've lost everything 4 years ago, and I got it right back because I didn't I wasn't a bitch. I put in the work. I got my mindset right. I got my health right. I got my financials right. So, and I'm not even like saying I'm like I got it all figured out, because I don't. I still want to move the needle forward. I still want to grow this YouTube channel. I still want to become a huge businessman in the future. So it's really up to you to decide what you want in your life, because at the end of the day, people aren't going to help you. You might think you have friends, but is they really your friends? Is they gonna call you when you down? Is they gonna call you when you got when let's just say um you need a $10,000 loan? Is they gonna give you a $10,000 loan? No, I don't think so. So is they really helping you out, or is they just there to for you to smoke and drink? Is they there for you when you down and you just want to smoke, or is there if are they there when you want to play video games, or are they there when you in real life situations that you took that loss and they there for you? Because at the end of the day, I thought I used to have friends too. I truly believed I thought I had friends, but once I stopped hanging around those people, I've never heard a call from them. I've never, especially they might say, "Oh yeah, I was there for you, bro. You was trying to smoke. We ain't trying to do that no more. We on to better things. We ain't trying to smoke and party all day now." And there's no shade to nobody. It's just the real, like, you got to keep a spade a spade. It's like you can. A lot of people make so many excuses. They, it's just the reality, and I'm willing to step out my comfort zone. I'm willing to put in the work for I don't have control in my life. And I will be one of the biggest YouTubers. I will be a I will hit my goals. I will. It's just a matter of time. I just got to keep putting in the work. I just got to stay consistent. And consistent is something I don't struggle with. That's something I don't, because I put in the work. I could talk the talk, but I'm about it. It's like people talk about it, they dream about it, but they never put in the work. They just overanalyze, over always want people to tell them they could do it, but they don't. They never take massive action. When you take action, you gotta 10 times it. Three, 10 times everything. You want it 10 times on your business. You want it 10 times on your goals. You want it 10 times on your financials. You want it 10 times on your fitness. See, in this world, you gotta have every aspect intact. You can't just have one area and have this certain area bad. You gotta have everything intact. So your life is your control, and you never want to point the finger at nobody, because you're just making excuses. You're just being playing. You just playing victim. When is we gonna stop playing victim and and put your feet in the ground and put in the real work? When is we gonna put in the real work? When is we gonna put work in the 5 to 9 and not and more work in the 9 to 5? Because the 9 to 5 is important. Like I said, I don't shit on them, but eventually you gotta get out of that mindset. You gotta fund your 5 to 9 and put in the work there. So stop lying to yourself, man, and become the person you want to be, and just take no for an answer. And Kev Banks will be back with another one. Make sure you got like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with another one, and I'm out.